Good afternoon, guys. Today we three will have this presentation for you guys. Yeah. Dental hygiene is a serious problem in developing country. Poor dental hygiene has been identified as the main cause of poor health in developing country. So our team is responsible for designing a toothbrush and a toothpaste distribution station called Toothbrush Dispenser. Yeah. Next.
So we are the project managers for this toothbrush dispenser. My name is Art Steven Abrentia.
My name is Yukang Chen.
And my name is Zhongshan Huang. Yeah.
So our task for this whole project is first to conceptualize a toothbrush dispenser with accordance to the requirements and the other needs. And next is to make a 3D model of the conceptualized toothbrush dispenser. And lastly, to report the results and product to the whole class. So before starting any project, you need to know the facts on the real world, on the ground. And here are the facts based from the WHO website about dental hygiene or oral health. This gives you an outlook on how dental hygiene is poorly disseminated, especially on lower income countries.
Okay. For our aims and objectives, we have created three aims and objectives for this project. Number one, we have to create a sustainable toothbrush dispenser in accordance with the requirements from our consumer. Number two, we have to provide them with a feasible alternative for the ones that are currently on the market right now, which is we have to be more sustainable, more durable, and uh, more deliver more efficiency. And for number three, we have to take part in promoting the oral and dental health issue to the lower incomes country in the world where the facilities are limited for the people to approach this kind of problem. Next. Okay, so from our aims and objectives, we have decided to create a list of requirements and a list of constraints. So for our requirements, as you can see, there are tens of them. So the notable ones that we must have two options for mounting in design, so that we allow for each mounting. So number two, we have to have a storage capacity of 100 toothbrush with an option to double the expansion to 200. If the dispenser system will also have to be lockable to prevent theft and sabotages, and we have to attach an operating instruction outside of the dispenser itself. For our constraint, we take these factor into consideration is that people are expected to know about the dental health issue in order to use this product efficiently. The dispenser may be subjected to sabotages, which we cannot avoid, but we can try to limit the damage. Number three, for the low production cost, it is not guaranteed that we will have a low production cost, especially considering that the machine has to go through a number of OHSC standards. Okay, next.
It's our mid mapping. Yeah. Next page. Uh, there was three main things in our mid mapping: is safety, customer requirement, community benefits, cost, equipment, and hygiene, and like each have a few detail inside. Yeah. Next. It's our needs and specification table. And next page. Needs and specification is a document requirement or set of document requirements to be satisfied by a given material, design, product, service. It's a common early part of engineering design and product deployment process in many fields. Yeah, next. It's our QFD. Next page. Quality function deployment is structure approach to define customer needs and requirements and translating them into specific plans to produce product to meet those needs. Yeah. Next.
So this is the work breakdown structure. We have four phases indicated here on the work breakdown structure, namely the phase 1 being project details or project initiation, the phase 2 being project conceptualization, where we conceptualize the whole project from the sketches to the 3D modeling, and the phase 3 is the project finalizations, which includes the cost, design, and packaging. Um, we also included the phase 4 project implementation. It is only there to show that to the stakeholders that we are ready to implement and that we have a plan after the implementation. Here is the Gantt chart. So in the 10 weeks that we are given, we spent it in three phases. Phase 1 and 2 having 4 weeks each, and phase 3, sorry, having 2 weeks. This chart show how we spend our time on each week on each work. Here are our meeting minutes. Basically, we had 10 fruitful meetings that resulted to what we are reporting today. In these meetings, we discuss about the things that we're going to do and the ideas that are applicable to the final product.
Okay, so with all that in mind, we have come up with the design drawing, which is our sketches and our 2D drawings and ideas for all for the concept that is available according to our requirements and the constraint of the products. Okay, you can go.
Yeah, this is our design one. Modular toothbrush placeholders is inspired by legal products. It can be hold up to 10 toothbrushes per unit. Yeah, next.
This is the second design. So this came from the manual sanitary vending machine. So when you twist the knob, the big spring structure also twists to let go of the toothbrush, and the toothbrush safely land on the opening below.
Okay, for our design number 3, we have a toothbrush belt sorting system. Basically, it uses two wheels linked together by a rubber belt. You can imagine it's kind of like a cable car concept where you have one wheel on one side, pulling one wheel on the other side, pulling the same cable to pull the cable car together. So the toothbrush will be held one by each link of the belt. So it's just like a cable car. So by rotating the wheel using a L-shaped handle, we can rotate the wheel, and then the system will dispense out a toothbrush at the gate at the bottom half of the compartment box itself. Next, please. Okay, so taking into consideration of our requirements and our constraint, and with the consumer with in mind, the customer, and our needs, wants, and needs, we have decided to go with the toothbrush belt sorting system since the system is the best in terms of efficiency, storage capacity, and ease of use. Okay. Okay, so here we have the final model. Okay. Okay, here's the basic look of the. Uh, sorry, I cannot see the internet dropped out. Can you pull it up again, Art? Oh, no. Yeah, sorry, I seem to have some technicalities, the technical difficulties here.
Don't
Okay.
worry.
Uh,
Okay, so here's our base. So here's the look at the base model. So unfortunately, due to some technical difficulties, we aren't able to complete the full model. However, this is the 90% progress of the model. Basically, as you can see, we have two like L-shaped handle connected to a wheel on each side, and then in theory, the belt will sit on top of this wheel. Every time you rotate, the belt will move along, and the belt will move along, allowing the toothbrush go to go forward so that you can go ahead and grab the toothbrush out. Later on, I'll show you the belt design and how the belt will work in theory. Okay, next please. Okay, so as you can
So
see,
overall,
this is sorry, I cut you off. You can continue.
oh yeah. So overall,
Yeah.
we completed the 9 requirements. Since the number 3 requirement is already done by the other group, the standard volume of toothpaste per cycle. Yeah, so we completed the 9 requirements.
Yeah, it's safeguarding standards. Yeah, such as like maintenance is done every 4 months, and materials used are sterilized. Yeah, we just follow this 5 rule to make sure our products be safe. Yeah, next please.
Okay, so here's our bill of materials. So as you can see, we have the base, the cover, and the plate. All three of these will be made from aluminum alloys so that because like it's very common and it also saves the weight. Okay, so all of that will be the cover, the base and the cover of the product. So it's basically the box compartment of the product itself. So for the handle, the bolts, the pin, the wheel, and everything like everything else that is metal built, we decided to go with cast iron and gray. These materials save a lot of weight. These materials save a lot of weight. And for the belt, we have decided to go with the polysulfene rubber, since this is the a more common material and it's also very uh, commonly used in making these kind of belt, these kind of rubber belt, because and it's also very durable and very durable as well. Okay, so as you can see, we use all the brand new parts. We don't want to risk our OHSC standards to recycle or unreliable old parts. So we have decided to go with a virgin, so 100% brand new. So with this, our total mass of the product goes down to 7.1 kilograms. This is this is pretty normal when you take into this is pretty lightweight when you take into consideration how much heavier a vending machine would be. This is basically the weight of a carry-on luggage you bring onto you onto an airplane. So it's very lightweight, and it will save the cost of transportation when we take this product to the needed area. Next, please.
So we did an eco audit on the product itself. In the energy consumption, the highest is in the material part. It consumes energy when you use the materials or when the materials are produced, and we are all using virgin materials, so it is really high in energy consumption. But since this is human powered, the energy consumption in use is zero, and the end of life potential also balances out the consumption of material, since most of the materials can be recycled or downcycled. And now here is the CO2 footprint. It also has the materials as its highest, since it's all due to the materials being 100% virgin or brand new, but the EOL potential or the end of life potential here also balances out the material CO2 footprint since, like I said, it can be downcycled or recycled. So the transport in EGO audit is not accurate since we don't know where it will go since there's no specific or place or country which the guidelines said.
Yeah, its total cost is including direct labor, direct materials, consumable, production supplies, and factory overhead. Yeah, next please.
So in every package, this is what you will see: the toothbrush dispenser itself, the user's manual, and two pieces of L-shaped mounts. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you for listening to
thank
our
you.
presentation.
All right.
I'm gonna stop
Thanks,
sharing now.
team. That was a great presentation. Before everyone asks questions, um, yeah, just a few short comments. Uh, I said that the other team, I would have employed them as engineers. With your team, I would have employed you as my sales department. So you are a very good sales people, and I'm not saying that in a negative way. So this is a very important quality, very important attribute. If you can present an idea, you can sell your idea to other people. So this is very essential. So once we discussed about the interpersonal skills, so we couldn't tell enough about um, interpersonal skills to persuade people about the idea. It doesn't matter if you are persuading them about the toothbrush dispenser, if you are persuading them about something else, but you show that you believe in what you do. You can sell the significant. These are very important, very valuable qualities. And the second note is, Zhongshan, yesterday when you shared the screen of that game, I didn't mean to kick you out of the class. I was just looking in
Oh,
some way of
sorry.
stopping the screen. I wasn't offended, but I was waiting for you to come back. You didn't come back, so I hope you
Oh,
did not.
I cannot come back. It's like being kicked and I cannot come back. Yeah,
Sorry about that. That was the
it's
only way
okay.
I could stop the screen. That
Yeah,
was not
my
my
bad.
intention to take you out of the class. You are a good
My bad.
student. I enjoy having you in my class. All right? Good, good.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. Thank you, Donshine. Thanks, Doshine. Thank Art. So, question from everyone.
Um, Okay, so I read out the question. Okay, so it has two handles because we want to. No, no, I'm just joking. So basically, we just have two handles so that it's convenient because like these two handles is very long, so it rotates like opposite side of each other. So say for example, if you coming from the left side of the product, you may as well use the left handle. No, sorry, you might as well use the right handle because like that's where you reach with your right hand so that you can reach your tooth. So I don't know. Here's the so I'll make like an example. So say here's the toothbrush dispenser. So if you're coming from like the right side of the product and you grab the handle on this side, you rotate, and then the one toothbrush will come out. If you come from the other side of the product, so say you come from this side, you grab the handle on the other side. So it's basically, fair considering that we have the space and the facility that enough to produce two handle. You don't have to spin both of them. You just need to spin one of them. There's also option to replace one handle with nothing, which is also all right. It's just a built-in option that we consider that we kind of consider that it would be good for the general use of the product. Thank you.
It is also interesting that if someone is left-handed or right-handed, both of them they can use your design.
Yeah, that's right. That's correct.
All right, more questions? Okay, questions? Don't miss out. These are just ask the question if you have any. Otherwise, I could get the next project started. So while you are waiting for the questions, I'm just adding the next presenters. Questions? All right, that was a very nice presentation. I'm sure everyone enjoyed your entertaining presentation, and we got a positive feeling in these sad times. Everyone is somehow limited in their cage. We can go out because of the lockdown, and seeing you, an energetic group of people working together well. So definitely we feel much better now. Thanks very much. Please join me in
Okay.
doing a round of applause. And now I bring you back to
Thank
the
you, sir.
present
Thank
participant.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.